As discussed in part 1 of this assignment, the two aspects of globalization that were chosen as focus are economic globalization, in this case is diversity through globalization-led migration, and international educational standards. These aspects of globalization are located within the unit reading in Module 8 Overview in Educational Change in Society Chapter 13, Globalization, Bagnell 2018. Globalization is a connected global activity and is significantly economic based. Connell et al. 2013 state economic globalization is eminently reversible and hugely resistible. It's a global activity about rules made by rigid countries that were not based on sound judgment or careful planning. Rather, it's about rules. It's rules that are based on greed and dishonest practices. On the other hand, international educational standards are used as a measure of comparable indicators on educational systems, and they represent the consensus to measure the current state of education internationally. Evaluation can be conducted in various ways, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development's Education at Glances series, or OECD, is an example, which enables comparison of some aspects of different countries' educational systems through an array of statistics as cited by Connell et al. 2013. These two aspects of globalization that are particularly studied in this unit, specifically in Module 8, relate to my incident report at Aranda Primary School during my practical placement. As Ha et al. 2025 state, education in Israel is continually growing in diversity due to globalization-driven migration. As Samuel et al. 2023 note, effective inclusion for all children is one of the biggest challenges schools face internationally. Moreover, international educational standards like OECD and international enrichment programs like the Da Vinci Descartes program founded by Knox Grammar School overlook EALD students, as noted in the incident and Aladat 2026, in which Aladat 2026 state traditional standardized tests are generally culturally and linguistically biased that overlook underrepresented students. Therefore, teaching practices must evolve beyond referral systems to properly incorporate effective inclusivity for all diverse learners, so even EALD students' giftedness are not overlooked. Hence, nonverbal assessments should be used to assess and differentiate children's identification and explanation of causal mechanisms during reasoning. As stated previously, how traditional standardized tests are most of the time culturally and linguistically biased, and they fail to identify diverse and gifted abilities of underrepresented students, as cited by Alacat 2026. The recommendations and strategies that could help beginning teachers to navigate issues relating to globalization in education are nonverbal assessments and equitable identification practices, such as performance-based measures. This is specifically designed for migrant students that may classify as EALD students, as cited by Aladat 2026 and Duo et al. 2024. The last recommendation is to progressively track student academic progression, which was a recommendation from a mentor teacher during my placement, which this is used to support future conversations and incidents, and also to not overlook gifted students' abilities and to also make reasoning on why certain students did not classify as gifted.